Yes, a tier list of Marvel movies. I know this is a very different video to what I usually make, but I'm tired and I couldn't be bothered making a skit today. So I thought this will be fun, right? So let's start off with Iron Man, which, like most people, this was the first Marvel movie that I watched. I am very nostalgic for. And I think it has possibly one of the best arcs, so like, is it a Marvel moment though? It's the first Marvel moment. I'll say yes and I'll come back to it. It might just be great. But it is a Marvel moment, in my opinion. Yeah, no, we'll leave it there. Hulk. The Incredible Hulk. Didn't like it the first time I watched it. It's growing on me. But I still think it's only okay. It's meh. Iron Man 2, yeah. Thor, absolutely, Marvel moment. I think Thor, out of all the Phase 1 films, Thor is the best. I really like that one. More than I like Captain America, even though I like the character of Captain America more, and I definitely think Captain America 1 is a good film, Thor and Iron Man they're amazing. Same thing with Avengers, actually. It's good, but I don't know. I don't think it's great. When compared to a lot of the other Marvel films, Avengers 1 was a really good starting point, but I think they got better as they went along. Definitely. Iron Man 3, I probably watched it the most out of all the Iron Man films, because we owned it before we owned the other ones. But yeah, it's okay. Sorry if you hear my cats in the background. I have cats. Thor the Dark World. Now, the villain, forgettable. The plot, okay. But I really like it. In my opinion, it's definitely not as good as Captain America or the first Avengers film, but I really like it. Which goes against everything that I'm supposed to be as a writer, but yeah, I know. I loved how they built up the banter of Thor and Loki in that one. I think that was... First Thor film is definitely the best, but I think the second one does also come second. I prefer it to Ragnarok. Yeah, absolutely. Captain America Winter Soldier is the best. Guardians of the Galaxy is good, and I don't know, I find it fun, but I don't find it moving. Yeah. Avengers Age of Ultron, I think is great. That's probably the Avengers film that I will go back and watch the most. The way they did everything in Age of Ultron, I really liked. It's just a fun watch, and it has some really good moments. Ant-Man... Yeah, I'm gonna put in okay. It was fine, but I probably only watched it twice. Most of these other films I've watched a good between 5 to 10 times. Ant-Man, nah. Civil War. Yeah. Doctor Strange is good. Yeah, probably the head of good at this point. It was great, but not... It was great, but not in the great category yet. Volume 2, I didn't like it. I haven't even finished Volume 2. Like, I've gotten maybe like 70% of the way through, and then just... I want to go watch something else. So, yeah, nah. Not really my thing. Spider-Man Homecoming, again, is good. I haven't watched it that many times. I enjoyed it, but not as much as some of the other earlier films. Ragnarok. Loved it when I first watched it. It was different. Now, not so much. Black Panther. Ooh. It's a really easy watch. Like I can go through a lounge and someone will be watching it and I will sit down and I will just watch the whole thing through and forget that I had other plans for the day. But I don't think... Yeah, we'll put it there. I definitely think it has one of the best villains. Yeah. Infinity War. Absolutely. Again, I like these standalone films. More often than not, I would prefer the standalone films to the big Avengers films. But Infinity War was just brilliant. Ant-Man and the Wasp, I have completely forgotten pretty much everything that was in that. Yeah. Captain Marvel. It's not terrible, but she is definitely a very bland character. Yeah. I remember it more than Ant-Man and the Wasp. We'll put it that way. Avengers Endgame, I think it was great. It's definitely just going like nostalgia, let's do this one final thing for the fans, and I liked that. I thought that was great. Far From Home, gonna put there. I enjoyed it the first time I watched it, and I've enjoyed it since then. But, yeah, I don't know. It's really my reaction to the first two Spider-Man films in the MCU. It was just good. I enjoyed it, but I don't go back and watch them and think about them a lot. Maybe I'm wrong. I quite possibly could be wrong. WandaVision. We're gonna put WandaVision here because I'm very conflicted. I liked the first half of WandaVision, and then by the end it sort of just got old for me. But yeah, I did like the first part. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I loved those two together. I don't so much care about the overall story. I thought the villain story was sort of meh. I don't care at all. But I loved the scenes where like they're trying to fix up the boat, or them with Zemo. All of that I found really fun. Yeah. Loki, I didn't enjoy it. I found it boring. I get bored very easily with superhero films now and shows. But I did like it. At least I liked the first 3 episodes, and then it just sort of became boring for me. So, yeah, we'll put it there, and we're gonna move that there. Yeah, Thor belongs there. Black Widow. I enjoyed parts of Black Widow, but you know what? We're gonna do it like that. I think we're just having a big change up now. Cause yeah. That looks better. That looks better. That's a better order, I think. Actually no. I preferred Captain America to Black Widow. The start of Black Widow, like the first 10 minutes with them as kids, that was utterly brilliant, and I wanted it to carry on in that tone. But then it sort of shifted and became more of a comedic Marvel movie again, and I don't know, I didn't like that. What If? It was good. Parts of it. I enjoyed the zombie episode especially. That was probably my favourite, and the Doctor Strange episode. That was quite cool to see. Shang-Chi, it's good. It is good, but I can't remember any of it. And that's my cat. Hello. I can't remember any part of Shang-Chi. I was kind of half on my phone when I watched it, and I didn't watch it in cinema. Don't use your phone in cinema. No. But yeah, no, I don't remember enough for me to put it in too great a spot, so I'll put it there. Maybe if I rewatch it, I might like it more. We'll see. Eternals, no. That was bad. Just boring, and no. Hawkeye. Now, Hawkeye, I've heard a lot of people don't like Hawkeye. I really did. It's not a great story. In terms of story, it's okay. But in terms of buddy cop Christmas show, I loved it, and so I put it in great because out of all the Disney Plus shows that have come out, it's going to be the one that I rewatched the most. Absolutely. Yeah. Although they did kill Kingpin, and I don't mean just physically kill him, but his character was way worse than what he was in Daredevil. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe they will bring back the Kingpin from Daredevil. I would really like that. So we'll see. No Way Home. I loved because Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire were there, and that was pretty much it. So in story-wise, I don't think that No Way Home is any better than the rest of these, but because I'm getting back the two Spider-Man that I grew up with, because I started watching... The first Spider-Man I watched was Amazing Spider-Man, and then I went and watched the original trilogy. It just... I don't know, I loved it just because of that. I definitely think that Civil War and Age of Ultron were written better. But I love seeing my Spider-Man back home. Well, not home. In the MCU. But it's not actually their home. Because there's no way home. It's... Saying home in Spider-Man doesn't really work anymore. Moon Knight, I haven't really watched. I'm going to put it in good, above Loki. I watched like the 2 first episodes, and I liked it. But no, I just couldn't really be bothered carrying on. I don't know, at some point, I've just sort of gotten drained of my want to watch MCU stuff. So I'll watch the old stuff because I'm nostalgic for it and I love the stories, but now it's... I don't need to watch it. You know, when Infinity War came out, it was like, yes, I'm going to go watch this. And then after Endgame, it's just slowly, and then more rapidly in the last couple of years, just become, I don't need to watch this. I'll watch this eventually, maybe, but... And I'm delaying on Doctor Strange 2. I haven't watched it. I doubt I'm going to. I've watched a few reviews for it. I've watched some clips from it. And from what I've heard, it should probably be here. At least from the majority of people that I've talked to. So I'll put it there. I haven't seen it, so I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and think it's better than Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Ms. Marvel... I'm mixed, because I did not care at all for like the superhero side of things, but I loved her and her family and her friends. So I will put it there, and we can just move you there, I think. So yeah, I really don't care about the main plotline with the villains and stuff, but I did really like seeing her interaction with family and having another character like Spider-Man where they've got to navigate the family life with the superhero life. I did like that. Thor: Love and Thunder, no, I hated pretty much every part of that. I don't think there was any part of that I enjoyed apart from maybe 1 or 2 scenes with gore. Some of them, Christian Bale is amazing. I Am Groot, it's okay. Meh. She-Hulk is... From a writer's point of view, I believe is the worst TV show I've ever watched. Werewolf by Night, haven't watched, don't know. Could be okay, could be not. Again, I haven't watched Wakanda Forever yet. I'm intending to soon. We're gonna... From what I've heard, and I've had some friends say that it's really good in parts and meh in other parts, but I'm gonna put it there. I think that works. Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, this was the last one. I really enjoyed. It is just fun. It is not a work of art by any means, but it was just enjoyable. Really, it is in a similar spot to Hawkeye in how I felt about it. It was just like, here's a fun Christmas thing. But I do not... I'm not going to put it with Hawkeye. I will put it probably there. Yeah. Yeah, I think that seems right. So, we've got my top 4. Oh, is there anything that I need to change around? No, Thor: The Dark World can. I'm just like slowly moving Thor: The Dark World up, and eventually everyone's gonna hate me, but eventually it will become a Marvel moment. Oh, yeah, no, that bottom line. You know what? We're gonna take. I don't think that Iron Man 2 deserves to be in that spot, with the terrible these 5, and I know I haven't watched Doctor Strange 2, but with all that I've heard about it, just sounded nah, definitely not my thing. So even if I did watch it, I think that it would be in that spot anyway, but I might be wrong. Tell me off in the comments if you want. But no, the rest of those 4, they're absolutely the worst in my mind. And yeah, you know what? We'll move Avengers 1 and the first Avenger up here, because they are great, really. Yeah. So I think that's my finished list. I don't know. I know that some of these are not like just based on writing points. I mean, Winter Soldier is based on writing points and enjoyment. But like, say Hawkeye, I know it's not. It is absolutely not the best written show out of them all. And I know a lot of people disagree with me on Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which I really did enjoy. But yeah, if you disagree, please feel free to disagree with me in the comments, and I will leave a link to this particular tier list in the description. So yeah, sorry for it being a slightly different video. I may end up doing a couple more of these types of videos for when I'm tired and just really can't be bothered making a sketch. I will probably just do a couple of these, break up the monotony of sketches if there is a monotony, I don't know. But yeah, tell me what you think. Hope you enjoyed. If not, again, tell me what you think. If you didn't enjoy, go ahead and tell me. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day.